Hello, it's Blazor School here. You are on the third video in the Blazor WebAssembly Fundamentals series. Today we are going to talk about some fundamental things like what do you need to learn, the advantages of Blazor WebAssembly. You're going to learn how Blazor WebAssembly works, and finally some misconceptions. Also, I want to tell you guys that if you have been struggling with Blazor and you're looking to get to the next level, I'm going to able to help you literally with a book. I'm going to give you guys that are going to make it unbelievably clear on what you need to do. And if you're stuck in Blazor, you want to become a technical lead. But actually you want to become much better at Blazor and you want to take it more seriously, the book is going to help you to do that. So click the link down below. I'm going to help you get to the next level and I will see you there. The first thing is what do you need to learn? I feel like that this topic kind of important because when you're moving into a new technology, you are clueless. You don't know where to go, what to learn, and I'm here to clear that for you. This is the list of things that you will need to learn. The first thing is the very basic things, that is how to debugging a Blazor WebAssembly website. In the development process, you will debug a lot, yes, it's actually like that. So the second thing is you need to learn about the component, what are they, how to use them, how each component talks to its other. The third thing is the directive. What are they and how will they have a component to have more feature and what features they provide. The fourth thing is the dependency injection. You will use dependency injection in the Blazor WebAssembly a lot. Yes, just like debugging, you will use it a lot. And the next thing is form. I believe that most of the website at least needs one form to collect information, otherwise the website will be useless. And the final thing is, and also the most important thing, is how to interact with the API. There are many advantages of Blazor WebAssembly. Those advantages, just the big advantages I have think of. There might be more, so feel free to add more as you like. The first advantage is Blazor WebAssembly can host on a static website hosting like CDN, cache. And why is it an advantage? I will tell you that many websites like e-commerce, for example, they have event, and when the event occur, a lot of people will visit the website. So in those event days, you will need to scale up your host. You have one machine. For normal day, you have one machine. In the event day, you will have 10 or more machines to host the website. So that will balance the loading. And you can also scale down in the normal day. It's another advantage. The event is going to end and the people interested in your website is going down, so you don't need all 10 machines to host your website. You just need one. And not to mention that the hosting cost is uh, near to nothing, like 5 cents per month is really low. And the second advantage is the separation of the concern. The Blazor WebAssembly website will act as a presentation, and you can combine with the gRPC or the old traditional web API, and you can also have uh, another technology like Node.js, although I don't recommend it, but you can. And that is the separation of concern. You have one presentation, you can have another presentation, like you have mobile app or something, can use the same API. The advantage here is you don't need to build the business logic again. And the next advantage is, not surprisingly, the WebAssembly. Yes, it's the feature, guys. You have a website, and when a user come into your website, they will see an install button. When they click on that, it's just install your website into the user phones, and I could say that it's easier than you develop an app for that, and cost saving for development too. And last but not least, that is the offline availability. The user only needs to visit your website one time, and the next time they open your website or their app, if they click install, they don't need the internet to access your website. Of course, the website will serve the offline data, no new data fetched from the server, but at least they can see your website. Let's talk about how Blazor WebAssembly works. And this image illustrates how Blazor WebAssembly works. In the first step, the browser sends an HTTP request to the file server. As I mentioned before, it could be a CDN, it could be a card, it could be static web app, and so on. And the file server will respond some files, and along with the path they respond, there will be a JavaScript file, that is blazor.webassembly.js. And once the browser receives the batch, the Blazor WebAssembly.js here will update HTML with DOM, and also they manage to send the request to the API server, and also receive the response, and just like that they keep going on and on and on. Besides those positive things I have talked before, like the advantages, here are some misconceptions about the Blazor WebAssembly. The first thing is people tend to use JavaScript when it is not needed. I have seen it a lot in the Blazor School Discord community group, asking me questions. I tell them it's not good, because of course JavaScript can solve that problem, but what is the point of using Blazor WebAssembly, then you can use C# to solve those problems, and it will be more convincing, more clear way to do that. The next two misconceptions are about serving the static file. I've seen people serving the static file outside the www root folder, and some people were, but they serving the www root folder in the compute server. Let's say that it is inside the web API. In some case, it can run in local machine, but when you deploy it, it will not run. If you separate your API server and your front-end server into two servers, then no, it will not work.